I share my screen. So far, let me tell you what exactly we have gone through. Spreadsheet concepts. Within this, sum, count, then average. We also saw filter on one field, filter on multiple fields. We also did numeric filter greater than a particular value, date filter. Yes, we have done that. Then we have done sort, ascending, descending based on one column or multiple columns. This is what we have seen. And yesterday we have, I think, I have given an example in terms of the sales order. And in the sales order, we have given some amount of example, 1 lakh examples of 1 lakh rows. Okay. 1 lakh rows. Within that, we did some filter, we did some totaling. And after that, Abhirami has given some information about the cricket exercise, correct? Okay. Abhirami, can you explain what exactly in terms of the cricket fields that you have done?
Yes, sir. So yesterday I have given some exercises regarding to the total run scored, average run scored per batsman, and highest and lowest individual score. So these are the small exercises which I have given, and I asked them to prepare the data set regarding to this exercise. And also I have given some formulas related to the strike rate and the run rate of the team in the innings. Yesterday itself I have explained those formulas also. And I have shown one sample data set with the formula by implementing that strike rate formula.
Okay, great, good. So that means yesterday you have also covered formula, right? Formula is nothing but an expression, right? Yes or no? Okay. Now let me do one thing. Let us open this 1 lakh sales records field. Right. Yesterday, what we have done is, if I need to do a total based on a country, I can do a filter. When I do a filter, I can do 2 countries, 3 countries. But my requirement is Denmark, what is the total sales? Germany, what is the total sales? I want to see that way. In Excel, there is a way. Okay. There is something called insert pivot table. There is a thing called pivot table. If I click on the pivot table, some people will call pivot table. Okay. This takes from all the records. It will say table range. By default, it will take the entire table. You could see the dotted lines highlighting the entire table. It will go to a new worksheet because this sheet has got the data. I'll go to the new worksheet. I click on that. Now it is asking me based on what you want to do. Choose fields to add to the report. Suppose I say country. I say country as a row. All I did is just to select and then drag and drop. You can do drag and drop also. Rows, it should be country. What do you want? I wanted total revenue. Total revenue as the value for each country. You could see rows as each country. Now there is a sigma values, correct? Under the sigma values, if I pull total revenues, all I did is just 2 drag and drop. That's it. All we wanted is for each country, what is the total? Now it is done. The whole work is done, which is equivalent to I am going here, do a filter. Okay, I do a filter and then say Afghanistan. I filter only Afghanistan. Then total revenue, I click on it. The sum becomes that it ends with 568.9. I go back, it says 568.9. Rather than me doing one by one and then doing some sum or total at the end of it, in spreadsheet, essentially for each country, I want the sum of the revenue. Now I want one more column. For example, I want total profit also. Now the problem is if I say total profit also just drag and drop. That's all. For Afghanistan, this is the total sales. This is the profit. For Albania, this is the sales. This is the profit. This is called pivot or pivot table. What does it do? It does aggregation. Aggregation meaning summary. The summary is not just based on one value. It is actually grouping based on some field. Based on country I can do. Suppose I don't want, I go back to this pivot table. I don't want total revenue or total profit. I want under this one, there is something called units sold. Okay. Number of units sold. You can change the columns. Grouping is based on this. Suppose I don't want country based. I can go and then remove the field. Okay. I can do it fresh. Now what I want is item type based. I want total revenue. Item type based total revenue. Previously we grouped based on country. Remember the word grouped. Now I am grouping based on baby food. Now within baby food I want, within baby food, what is the sales channel, online or offline? I just want to do that. If you want to do that way, take it and drag and drop here. Just drag and drop. If you see here, below item type, that sales channel comes. That means this is a hierarchy. Under baby food, in offline, I got this much. In online, I got this much. Under beverages, offline this much, online this much, total is this much. Within that, I want priority based. You can drag and drop priority based, right? Again, you can rearrange. So you can do a rearrange also. Critical priority, high priority, low priority, medium priority. You can do this way. This is called grouping, again hierarchical grouping. Suppose you want to a bank wants to take a report state wise, profession wise, number of deposits. Tamil Nadu teachers, so many accounts. Tamil Nadu doctors, these many accounts. Tamil Nadu lawyers, these many accounts. So same way Andhra Pradesh teachers, these many accounts. Andhra Pradesh lawyers, these many accounts. It is called grouping, hierarchical grouping, meaning like you see a tree here, right? One below the other. Same way you see a tree here, one below the other. This is called a hierarchy, like a folder structure. You will do aggregation and or summary, and then grouping. This is one of the major things because everybody will like to see what is the item type wise sales, what is the country wise sales, what is the online or offline wise sales. Everywhere you see say wise, this category wise, that category wise, it is all grouping. Is this concept clear to you? If so, please raise your hands or give a reaction. Grouping pivot table, is this clear? If so, please raise your hands. Good. The reason why I am doing all these things is very simple. Whatever you do in Excel, you will do it in RDBMS Postgres also. Exactly the same thing you will do in RDBMS also. That is why. Before that, I want to show you one thing. If you go to data.gov.in, this is a complete data set provided by various industries within India. Now, if you see here, so many resources, so many data officers provided a lot of stuff. Health and family welfare, judiciary, biotechnology, water and sanitation. Suppose I say water and sanitation. I click on this. Under water sanitation, it is saying Gram Panchayat wise rural sanitation coverage. Gram Panchayat wise smart water data, water logging monitoring at ICC. These are all infographics, these are all APIs. Now, let me go here. Schools under Jal Jeevan Mission. I click on that. Okay. Schools under, it says published on this date. Let me click export to. Let me see whether it shows the data on the screen. On data set. Let me try to see whether they have given the data itself. It's not coming. I just want to get the actual data itself. They provide data set itself. Okay. Just give me a second. Jal Shakti, let us click on it. Time series data, MI census, hydrological boundaries, admin boundaries. Okay. Go to this. Let us go there. See what a weather, because you don't have to create any data. So much of data is already there. Okay. This is a data. Okay. Point layer of water tourism, urban point layer of urban locations, shape file of rivers, shape file of rivers, point layer of rivers, point of barrage where Anicut. So many data, everything is right here. Okay. Suppose I say preview this data. One second, let me download it. I am a non-commercial. I am doing for RMD. I am doing it for. Okay. I type this one. EL8AX. Download. Let me see. Government has published a lot of data. Okay. So this is some SBX file. This is a Microsoft Edge file. I don't know whether it will open correct or not. See, I think there's a lat long, everything is given. So unless you view it in a proper way, it will not display properly. So, but what they have done is, I'm looking for a CSV file. Typically, you can look for a CSV file, then you can download. It has got tremendous amount of data. For the entire country, if you go back, thousands of data is there. Okay, thousands of data is there. Now I go to this one, time series data. What is this? It will also explain. It will also explain what this data is. Million hectares, what is the nodes, everything it will give. Remember this site. Remember this site. Okay. Number two, remember this site. Kaggle. You might have already seen. Remember this. Remember data.gov.in. Remember Kaggle. This is also a site. Under this Kaggle also, worldwide, there's a lot of data sets given. Okay. Used cars and new cars data sets. If I click on it, okay. If I click on it, it will say this is the data file. In this data file, what all the columns, it will tell. Okay. Mileage, model, all these things are data. Now, if you go down, I think they will also provide a download link. Okay. Download, I download this one. Okay. This is used cars data. I download that. If I click on that car data file, let it open. See, you have got the data. Acura, this again, US models, I think. What is the mileage? What is the price? What is the MSRP? So many things they have given. So if you want to deal with databases, you don't have to prepare or hand type data. Data.gov.in. Same way, Kaggle, download data sets. It is very easy. Billions and billions of data is already there. To learn databases, it is the best. You download this data, push it into a database, then do a query. Is this clear to you all? To learn databases, better you download realistic data from web and then push into database. Is this clear? So please raise your hands or give a reaction. Whenever I ask a question, is it clear? Just give a reaction. Okay, better. That is better. Good. Now, I'm coming back again to my notepad. We talked about yesterday, I think Abhirami would have taken a create table and then insert, right? Create table. This is like new spreadsheet. You are creating a new spreadsheet. Only thing is, in Excel, column names will be blank. When you do a create table in Postgres, you have to give the column names or the field names. Insert is nothing but type one row. Select in your SQL is nothing but view. Under select, you will have order by, sorting. Under select, anyway, you'll be learning all these things. Under select, you will have group by, it is nothing but aggregation. Under select, you'll have sum, count, average, etc. which are all aggregate or summary functions. Okay. Under select, you will have where condition, which is nothing but filter. Under select, what you have this group by, it is nothing but your pivot table. Again, you have got update, which is edit in your spreadsheet, delete, which is delete, remove row or remove column or delete column is there in our spreadsheet also. So whatever you have done as a spreadsheet, they have one-to-one correspondence to RDBMS. The only extra feature, again, it is also there in Excel. I will show that to you. After that, you can see that. So Excel is also rows and columns. Spreadsheet is also rows and columns. Database also, when you do a select, it shows in rows and columns. So it is a one-to-one direct mapping between this and that. Okay. Now, let me close this and open this one. Okay. Match ID. Yesterday we talked about match ID. Sorry. Series ID. Match ID. Blah, 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 remaining columns. Okay. Suppose I have another sheet. Series. For series ID, name, country 1, country 2, from date, to date, country, right? Series ID, let us say 123, name is Indo-AS Tour, okay? Country 1, India, country 2 is Australia, from date, let us say 1st February to 31st March 2023, country India, location, right? Played at country. This is where it is being played at. Series number 124. Pack New Zealand tour. Pakistan, New Zealand, 1st March 2023 to 31st May 2023, location New Zealand. Suppose in this sheet, all details, okay? Match ID over number, ball number. Suppose I have this. First, I will have series number, let us say 123. In series number 123, in match number 1, over number 1, ball number 1, speed, etc. You know, what is this 123? I have to link. It is called reference. Remember, reference or linking. I want to know what is this 123. If you want to link that, right click, link. Link, and then you can say, for example, you can say this 123 is this. I want to link this row to this one. You can do that. How will I do? Anybody knows how to link a particular cell to another cell in Excel? I just opened it. Create. There are multiple ways. Anybody in Q&A, you can type. Okay. Right click. There is something called, I define a name. Okay. Define a name, series ID for this one refers to this cell in this sheet, A column, second cell. Okay. I defined a name. Under the ball details, I go right click, link. How will you do? There is a way to define name also. Place in this file. You go to place in this file and then say defined names series ID, right? I have created that. I click on it. Now it becomes like a URL link. Now just watch. I click here, cursor directly goes here. I come back, I click here, cursor directly goes here. This is called one cell in Excel referring to some other Excel cell. Please remember this. Reference. One field referring to another. One field linked to another. This is nothing but relationship. Excel also has got that. You can link, but only thing is you have to manually do that. There is no direct way. You have to manually do that. Through APIs, other things you can still do. There are multiple ways through formula, and then you can do. But this is called, this is related to some other. This is why this relationship is also maintained in Postgres. That is why it is called RDBMS. Relationship between, what is the relationship between a ball and a match? What is the relationship between a ball and a series? What is the relationship between a ball and a bowler? Postgres maintains these relationships provided you define those things in the table definitions. Is this clear? Relation or referenced from one to the other. If this is clear, can you please raise the hands or give a reaction? In RDBMS also, you will deal with primary key and foreign key relationships. That is why I'm telling about this. Okay. Now, with that, I will stop from my side. Abhirami, you can continue from this point. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Shall I give some exercise regarding to this?
You can go, yes, you can give some relay exercises regarding these areas, right?
Okay, sir.
Or if you have other predefined exercises also, no problem. But let us focus fully on to dealing with data on Excel sheet. Okay. First, let people get familiar with Excel sheets. Then it is easy to move to RDBMS. It is very quick. The moment they understand Excel and then operate on Excel, moving to the RDBMS will be very, very easy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine then. I will make a move. I will exit so that you can continue. Thank you, guys.